what's your favorite car that you've owned? Period. Straight up.
My favorite?
Yeah.
Fuck, it was a 2008 Lamborghini Superleggera.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another Fire podcast over here today. Thank you for joining us for another episode, guys. We've been doing this for 43 episodes now, and honestly, your support really does mean a lot. We have a very special guest with us today. His name is Shady. He is what I want to be one day, because he's a really nice guy. He's super happy, and he's a self-made millionaire. So, guys, that's practically like a goal, and that's where I want to be. And yeah, Salman, take it over. What else do you want to say about this?
I saw we forgot to mention that, Shady has a really nice small car collection, and Saad,
Yes.
you absolutely love cars. So
I
I'm
love
sure
cars.
That's the one thing you're constantly thinking about. You're just trying not to blurt it out, like cars, man.
Cars.
But
Cars.
But yeah,
I have a car addiction, man. It's pretty bad.
Dude, it's not bad. Nothing with cars is bad, man.
Everybody has their poison, man. Mine's
we've all
cars, you know what I mean?
got our expensive hobbies that we
Exactly.
spend
This
a bit
guy's-
too much on. But
Salman's
they're worth
really
it.
into watches. Salman's like crazy
Yeah,
about watches. Like,
like-
this guy will buy the most expensive
Let me show you this watch. Give me 1 sec.
You're about to make my day.
Oh, okay. Dude,
this
is this
just
the
got
first
really
time?
exciting.
Is this the first time a guest ran out literally in mid-interview?
What do you think of this one?
Oh
Show
my
me.
god.
What's that? Which one is that?
This is a diamond. Here, there you go.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's diamond. But what
Oh
brand is
my
it?
god.
Holy
Those
shit,
are
that's
all
iced
diamonds.
out. Show it to the camera as well.
Yeah, I mean it. Oh
It's
my
Breitling.
god, that is insane.
Is that
okay?
actual
So
diamond?
your watch is from a. Okay, that is insane. That's
Wow.
That's a Breitling,
watch,
yeah.
dude.
Dude.
I used to collect watches, but I stopped. So I have a couple of these left now.
So why'd you stop?
That is-
Why'd you stop? Let's start off over there. Why'd you start and why'd you stop collecting watches?
I started just because I got offered a little Rolex collection from a buddy of mine who was actually going through some tough times. So I bought it, but they didn't have papers or boxes, so I had a really hard time selling it, and I just lost interest, to be honest. I
Cars
like
are
the
better.
car scene
Cars
more.
are better.
Yeah.
Fair.
Cars are-
The watches are
Yeah.
good. Certain watches have definitely went up like crazy in prices, like, especially Rolex, Petit Philippe. You know what I mean? But
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For
I
me
like the cars. I don't
personally-
wear jewelry much, to be honest. I'm hands-on, work, construction, this and that. So
Yeah.
It's nice.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, we forgot to tell you, Shady over here, he runs 3 companies as far as I know. One is a construction company. He also owns a food joint, which is called Donair Labs, and he also has this Sophia Loren high-end candle company, right?
Yeah.
Sophia Loren, which is a
Yeah,
high-end
yeah.
candle company, and these are all 3
And we also we just got into growing marijuana actually too now.
amazing.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Medicinal
Yeah.
use,
That's
medicinal or
nice.
recreational use.
Both, whatever you want.
Of course.
I mean, it's an all-purpose thing, right?
It's an all-purpose.
You know what I mean? You're legally allowed to grow 3 pounds in your house now.
3
in
pounds?
Alberta.
3
But
pounds.
Wow.
we have these licenses where you can combine them and you can have a shit ton of plants and grow a lot of weed.
Dude, a
That's
lot of
really
it.
cool.
It's definitely a good
Did not know
business to
that.
get into. It's just the weed business is just it's crazy, man.
So-
Ever since they legalized it, it's just skyrocketing
Also,
right now.
so it's better if they legalize it for in order for a product to do well than to
yeah,
not
I mean,
legalize it.
because now you're not getting in trouble for selling it, right? So,
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, unless you're
oftentimes-
part of the mafia.
and the marketing, the advertisement, all that shit too. So you can legally do it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm interested to know is that so wait, if a business is legal, oftentimes the appeal for drugs is that they're illegal and shit like that. That's why people want to try them. So weed being legal actually ends up leading to more business. That makes more sense to me.
Weed, when it got legal, the
Yeah.
guys that were buying it off the streets
Yeah, yeah.
are still buying it off the streets. One, the government is just shit.
Mm-hmm.
Two, who are the people buying it from the government? The people who are scared to buy it off the street, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're
That's
elderly,
very
you're
good.
older, you're normal. Like if you actually go see the people standing in lineups, you're like, okay, he's definitely not going to go to the hood and buy weed. You know what I mean?
I mean, that
So-
makes sense. It's
Like
accessibility.
I think I've bought weed from a dispensary 1 time since it's been legal, just to try, and I wasn't happy with their selection. I got a better selection myself, you know.
I mean, hey,
So-
you seem like quite the connoisseur.
Yeah,
Got
dude,
your-
I have like 7-8 kinds in my kitchen, man. If we had extra time next time, I'll show you guys. You know what
Shady, I know where I'm coming when
Yeah.
I'm coming to Vancouver,
I
man.
don't-
Vancouver,
I don't even know if
Alberta.
I have like
I know where I'm
7
going.
spices, man.
I mean? Yeah.
Oh,
No, I like my green, man.
yeah.
keeps me normal. Like I don't drink or anything, so just weed is my thing.
That is your thing.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's become the thing for a lot of people. Like a lot of my friends, they don't drink, but they'll do weed. They'll do a bunch of other stuff, but they won't even touch the fucking drinking shit. So that's really
I
interesting
quit
to me.
like 6 years ago, I think, when I got married and shit, and had kids and settled down. You know, just focused more. It's a waste of money, and you just damage your liver, man, and
Yeah.
nothing to show for it
Yeah.
besides a hangover the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally
So-
get that.
That is fair.
So
I
Shady,
will say, man, I like how.
continue.
You want me to take over?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like how we've jumped into like all your passions. You've showed me watches, which has made my day, man. I'm a mechanical engineer, so like watches are just
nice.
like, my one thing that really connect to me. So it's always
100%.
cool to see someone else who understands it even a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, and then of course saw in the cars, and then you
Cars.
got your whole business side, and let's jump in a bit to that. You briefly mentioned this, but how'd you get started? How old
In
were
which
you?
business?
Which
So
means
originally,
the
basically, when
idea-
my pops passed away in Lebanon, I was about 10 years old. We had a shawarma joint in the Middle East, in Beirut. And we were doing about $40,000 in sales a month in 2000
in the Middle East, which is unheard of.
Whoa.
So my dad passed away not even a year later, and then my uncles ended up robbing us blind, took everything. They kicked us to the curb. We went, me and my mom, my brother.
My brother and sister went dead broke, man. I'm talking like I had to leave school. I had to go on a 3-wheel scooter to work 12 hours a day to get $50 US a week at the time.
Yeah.
Working at my dad's store. Like, you know what I mean? So I convinced them to eventually send me back to Canada because I was born and raised there, right? And then we moved back. I went to school. We went even more broke there. My mom was living off welfare, and she was just depressed, wasn't doing well, and I dropped out of school. I got a job doing car detailing at a dealership.
Amazing.
So I learned that, and then I was at a garage one day, and I heard this guy saying, "Hey, I have a garage I'm selling, blah blah blah. I just want out." He had a mini car detailing shop that he wanted to sell for $15,000. So I literally had about 10 grand saved up at the time. So I ended up borrowing money. I buy this business off this guy. Within 6 months, I was making about 10 grand a month out of this place.
Not bad.
And I was about, now I'm like 17 years old there. Turned 18, bought my first property,
Yeah.
condo downtown that I still actually own till today.
Yeah.
And then I started detailing the cars, got that business doing good, ended up selling it to my brother for $80,000 a year and a half later.
Very nice.
And then I got into the restaurant business after that. Kind of by fluke in a way. I was at my accountant's office, and he's like, this opportunity came up, and I'm a risk taker, man. You'll never know until you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That
even
is
though
so true.
restaurants and nightclubs have the highest failing rate,
Yes, they do.
The location
That's what I
was good.
That's what I was confused about. Like,
100%.
Yeah.
100%. The location was good. The concept I had in mind was good. So I did that for about 5 years, and then our economy started to crash. So I jumped out of that, and that's when I started my construction company, actually, with my father-in-law.
wow.
Started building houses, and then our economy crashed again. We ended up losing so much money on the houses we built.
Yeah.
So
Was that in 08?
we kept. No, this was last year actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
man.
built these brand new 2 houses, 2,000 square feet, beautiful houses. I sold one and I rented one out. I kept one because I'm like, I'd rather wait 2-3 years, let this person pay off as much as they can, and then I'll just sell it when the market balances out and make what I was supposed to make.
Yeah.
And then that's what caused me to get back into the restaurant business, because
That is amazing.
I wasted 2 years of my life, man, building fucking houses, and then I literally walked out with nothing at the end. So I moved to this small town, and they were lacking food, bro. Like, there was no good food in the area, and this town is about 100,000 people. So I was in a brand new subdivision. There's only Domino's Pizza and a 7-Eleven for food. So I'm like, I need to put a restaurant here.
So that's.
And then I missed,
So was that-
and then I missed the cash flow, man. Like the monthly cash flow.
Was that Donair Lab? Was that Donair Lab?
That's the Donair Lab. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the Donair Lab.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's how that started. I basically cut everything short for you guys just to kind of.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean,
I had
what it
another little
sounds like-
restaurant too, and I got bought out by an East Indian supermarket. So I had a restaurant on the north side of Edmonton. They wanted to expand their supermarket, so they made me an offer. That was around the same time I jumped out of my first restaurant. I had the 2 going at the same time.
Nice.
Damn,
Yeah, it was too much, man. I was going crazy. I had no life. I was depressed. I was stressed. I was working like 80 hours a week. I was fucking losing money. I was hiring staff I didn't need. I was so young and new to it. I don't know what I was doing. So after, obviously, when you do something for so long, you'll eventually get good at it, right?
Of course, of course.
Right.
So when I got the experience and then I quit, when I went into the donair lab, I had an idea that was like bulletproof, literally. Small
Nice.
overhead, small menu, and something that the town doesn't have, which was chicken donairs, chicken shawarma, all this stuff. So I built a beautiful restaurant and fucking we're killing it, man. Our first month we did $45,000 with zero marketing, zero word of mouth.
Really nice.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it sounds like you've just taken every single opportunity you've seen and jumped on it, and you
Dude,
either
I was just driving down the street before I came to talk to you guys, and I saw a sign on a fucking store that says restaurant for lease. I'm trying to find partners to come in with me. I don't stop, bro. I don't stop,
Dude,
man.
that is
If
amazing.
I
That
could be in
is
two places at once,
insane.
I'd love to live here. It's just, this is one of the most expensive cities in the world.
Vancouver?
I like to live comfortable, you know what I mean? What I have in Edmonton would cost me 10 times here, so it doesn't make sense.
It
for
doesn't
me.
make financial sense.
that's fair.
Yeah, I'll come visit. I'll come have fun. If I had a business here making me Vancouver money,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, I'd do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you can't. I don't like to start a.
This is where I can't physically come see it, touch it, be there. You know what I mean?
I understand. And I feel like that's really that's really the case with people from your generation, where you guys literally grew up with touching things like having actual concrete restaurants or having a proper construction company where you can actually see it. But now everything is digital. It becomes kind of hard to see where the line starts and where the line ends with like digital businesses. And
Exactly.
But hey, there's a charm to owning like a brick and mortar business, and it's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
mean, dude, I can tell you, like in engineering, I've met engineers who've designed things all their lives and never actually touched anything they've made. So
That's crazy.
It's all done digitally. Someone somewhere else makes it, and then someone else gets it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did
No
with
point
my
to ever
restaurant,
get it.
actually. I had an engineer here in Vancouver design the place for me. Me and him kind of just put our ideas together, and then he drew up this whole 4D video for me, and then
Yeah,
we just did
nice.
like I gave him my ideas, and he drew it out for me.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know how to do that shit, right? So I have the ideas. I need somebody to do it for me.
Of course. Shady, I don't know if
So-
you know this, but I'm an architect in training, so we are literally taught
Okay,
all this
nice.
shit. So we're literally taught all this shit. What we
Nice.
on day one of architecture school, they literally tell us, do not design a place where you cannot physically go and visit, because you will not
100%.
understand all the dynamics. You literally have to go over there, feel the fucking dirt. You have to pick. You have to see what area surrounds it. You have to see the sun. You won't understand the dynamics unless you actually
100%.
go there.
My little brother has a car wash and an internet cafe in Lebanon.
Yeah.
He was there for a year. He was killing it. He left.
Nice.
Now both are shut down.
But why though?
Oh, man.
Because he's not there.
Because he's not there. You can't be 12 hours away and then put some kids to run your business. That the only case. So one thing I realized in business, if you want somebody to run your business the way you do, you have to give them motivation. You can't put them on a salary
You have to give them
and just
equity.
leave them. You have to give him something to look forward to, man.
Like
promise
equity.
him a second location, promise him equity, promise him a bonus end of the month, tell him hit X amount of sales, I'll give you this. You know what I mean? I'm always motivating my guys. I'm never the guy to be like, okay, here's your $10 an hour, for example, and that's that. The busier we get, I always do pay increases for my guys, and that's why I feel like I do so good with these restaurants, because
Yeah.
they know if they
That
fuck
is
up,
really
I
nice.
fire them. I have zero tolerance for that shit. You don't run the business the way it should be, there's 10 other guys that want your spot. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I feel like one thing a lot of businesses do wrong is that they don't plan, especially startups, is they don't plan for an exit strategy. And it's like, you want to be there and run your business, but you also want to set it up so you don't have to be there. Because, I mean, if you've got like that entrepreneurial spirit, you want to do something new one day, right? For a lot of people, it's not owning a business, it's making the business. You make it,
Exactly,
get rid of
man.
it, you do it all over again. That's the thrill.
If I could clone myself, I'd be a billionaire already, dude. I'd have me everywhere. Like I had
Wow.
I go to Dubai every year for Ramadan.
Yeah,
I go
yeah.
spend a month there because my friend from Edmonton, he's from Pakistan. He works for Emar, one of the biggest
Hey.
developing companies in the world.
Yeah.
So I go
Nice.
spend a month every year with him, and me and him even drew up a little business plan for Dubai. But
That is amazing.
He's too busy working, and I'm too busy. That's what I mean. It'd be nice to be able to have you
Yeah.
everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
But reality of it is, it just doesn't work that way.
Shady, I clearly don't have the business experience that you have. Clear, like you've been at this, like, you know, multiple lifetimes. Like you've been at this since you were 10. So that
Yeah, 15 years now. What is it? 20 years now, actually.
that is impressive. Dude.
Wow,
That,
dude.
that is
Yeah,
that
man.
is exactly one Saad when you start. Yeah. Yeah. So what I want to know is that is there any advice that you want to give to any aspiring entrepreneurs? Who might be looking to start a business or anything, like, you know, any
Yeah,
piece of
of
advice
course,
that you
man.
have for people who
One,
yeah,
do not surround yourself with losers.
fuck yeah,
And guys who shit on your dreams.
Fuck yeah.
And guys who don't motivate you. Okay?
Yeah.
If they tell you, oh, your idea sucks, your idea this, unless he's doing better than you,
Yeah.
don't fucking listen to him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
You'll never know the outcome of something unless you take that risk, man.
Exactly.
And have I failed in businesses? Fuck yeah, everybody does. You know what I mean? Nobody jumps in a business and, oh yeah, I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta have faith in yourself, man. Just have a good business plan, draw it up, don't rush, study it, study the numbers, study your partner. It's good to have partners, man,
Yeah.
because my problem with my first 2 restaurants, I had no partners. I
Yeah.
took on all the work by myself.
Yeah.
And that's why I have no hair, bro. You
Wow.
know what I mean? Yeah, like, I ripped it out of my head, man. Like, I actually went crazy, dude. So,
Oh man.
yeah, I sold my restaurants. I took a year off, and then I just went back at it.
Wow.
But yeah, man, just you got to take risks in life, especially nowadays, man. Just making money is so much harder than it was back in our
Yeah.
our parents' time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Property's going up, everything's going up, and then I don't feel like people's salaries are going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No, that's definitely true.
that is so true.
So
Speaking of expanding upon your whole partner point, I have another business where I do design work for clients and all that, for cars and branding for businesses. All right, that I run solo. And then my second business is with Salman over here, this podcast business where we plan to make this a media company in the future and expand this into much greater avenues. I have noticed exponentially greater growth with this venture over here because I have a partner
Exactly.
than I am solo.
Dude, for sure. Like, I mean, I think there were times at the start where I was just, you know, like not into it, and
Yeah.
like this would have crashed within 2 weeks if Saad wasn't there, and then like, you know, 2 weeks in, it flipped. All of a sudden, Saad was like, you know, with quarantine, you're not leaving the house, you're just stuck at home, everything
Yeah.
stopped. You know, like you just see someone lose all motivation, and I think if it wasn't the two of us doing that, you know, like there have been times where both of us have just completely been out of it, and the other guy's just been like, "No, we're doing this right now. Let's get it done with." And I think that's what's kept us in it.
exactly, man. Like with my Donair lab,
Yeah.
I had that idea about a year and a half ago. I didn't start it till 6 months ago. Why? Because I knew if I did it alone, one, financially, man, it's a big cost that I didn't want to do alone. And two, I have 2 kids, I have a wife, I have 2 other companies. I know I can't put in 70, 60 hours a week. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I partnered up with a good friend of mine who's single, no kids, motivated, hungry,
Yeah.
and has money to invest and has common sense.
Yeah.
And we see eye to eye, man. Main thing is there has to be trust between you and the guy you work with. Like, I can go to sleep at night knowing this guy isn't stealing from me, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same with my staff, even, man. That's how much fucking trust I have
That
in
is
them. You know what I
amazing.
mean? Because I treat them so good that he looks at it this way: is it worth me stealing this $20 and risk losing my job,
Yeah.
or should I stay straight with this guy and then sky's the limit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
So
That's fair.
That is
Yeah,
impressive. Okay, enough business
I
talk.
like to see people grow with me, bro. I don't want to be the guy who just grows and everybody's sitting behind me
Exactly.
watching. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We all eat together.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That's a good work ethic and a good
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, man. You
worldview to
gotta
have.
all eat together, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, Shady. That's enough business talk. Now on to cars. Of course, we're hitting the 20-minute mark, and we need to get to cars ASAP. So.
All right. What's your car question?
So here's the thing. All right. We know that you have a pretty insane car collection, but like, what's your favorite car that you've owned? Period. Straight up.
My favorite?
Yeah.
Fuck. It was a 2008 Lamborghini Superleggera.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gallardo?
and I drove it. I drove it to Vancouver too.
The
12
Gallardo?
hours straight.
Wait, with the
Yeah, it
Gallardo?
was a Gallardo.
The manual,
yeah.
the stick
Yeah.
shift, or the paddle?
Oh man.
No, they're paddle,
Ah.
but it's the Super Leggera, so it's the one with the carbon fiber doors. And
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
suede
wow.
interior. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I've had a lot of cars, man. Yeah, that was one of my funnest cars. But this Shelby I have right now was
The 800?
it's the longest car I've actually kept.
Really?
So I mean, that might be one of my favorites.
Guys, Shady owns a Shelby GT. Is it a GT350? Which one is it exactly?
I have a
It's a
GT350R
Yeah.
and I have a GT500.
GT
The black, the 800 horse one is a GT500.
GT500. 800 horses, guys. Dude, that is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
insane.
That's out of
Thing
this
is
world.
fast.
The fastest car that I've been in moving is a 600 horsepower Supra. So I have
wow, that's
I have
nice.
never felt an 800 horsepower vehicle in my entire life.
Yeah.
So
No, it's quick.
oof, I can already imagine. So any plans for new cars in the future? Like
Honestly,
what's
I'm
your dream
actually
car?
taking a break from the cars now. I'm actually liquidating all my cars because I just want to invest right now.
Of course.
Because I look at it this way, man. Now, just the life I live with the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
My cars are all sports cars. I can never take anybody with me.
Yeah.
Luckily, both of my cars are rare cars, so I am gonna make money on them because they're just hard to get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The R's are rare,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
500 2014. There's probably 5 in Canada for sale last time I
No
checked for
way.
the same year. I have,
wow.
yeah, man, and that's including Ontario, BC, Alberta.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sell those. I'll probably just pick me up a company truck, and then
Yeah.
our winters are so long here, man. So
I'm
I literally
sure.
drive these things maybe 3 months a year.
Yeah.
So it's just a cost that sits in my garage that I
But
just
what's
don't
your
need right
dream
now.
car? Like the one that you see yourself getting definitely like.
I don't know, man. I don't really like. I don't. It's weird. Like I don't get attached to cars.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like
You're just not
I
a
got
one-car
attached to
man.
my first car, and then when I sold that, I was just it was
hurts.
so easy to buy and sell after that because I started making money off of it.
Oh.
So as long as I'm
Money, take it. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I'll buy another one later.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a dream car, I don't know, man. I haven't really even. I'm thinking about my dream business next. You know what I mean?
What's your dream business if you can disclose that?
A car tuning.
Car
a
tuning?
one-stop shop for cars.
Oh.
Car tuning, rims, paint, fucking.
I
buy,
will-
sell.
I will.
Everything.
I will definitely want to help you out in that because I am a fucking killer designer,
You know?
and I can help you with the whole wrapping.
Yeah, that's my like long-term thing I would
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
do, but nothing anytime soon. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But
But yeah.
dude, that is
But yeah,
amazing.
that is super
But
nice.
cars are just a depreciating asset. So I mean, unless you're gonna lease it and use
Depends
it as a
which
asset,
it depends which country you're living in. Depends which
Yeah,
country you're living in.
That's it.
Over
Plus,
here?
even in America, man, like you drive a car off the lot, man, they lose 20-30 grand that same day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like, try trading it in the next day and watch what they'll offer you.
It's the exact opposite over here. It's the exact
Yeah.
opposite over here, Shady. Literally, I buy a fucking Kia. It goes up like 2 or 3 grand a year later, for no
Maybe you should
reason.
Start selling cars in India. Now. You want me to send you a container?
I mean,
full of
no,
cars?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in Pakistan, that'd be fucking insane. Like, I had a Honda City, man. That car, I had it for like 8 grand. Crashed it. I think 10 years later, it was worth the exact same amount.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
beat up
which-
Honda, bro. Same thing, same car, zero value loss. You get your money back at the end of the day. So cars
That's
are assets.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone take over
And
the
I
outro.
think on that note, we've made it to 20 something minutes pretty
Yeah.
fast. This has been insanely interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast 20 minutes went by, man.
Of course.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I told
Time
you at the
flies
start.
by
This
when
is,
you're
this
having
is what
fun.
always happens. But I will say, I'm glad we got to speak about all this stuff because sometimes there's things that get left out. I know at the end,
no
Saul
worries.
was
If you
like,
guys ever want to do another catch up again, let me
Of
know.
course.
man.
Oh,
for
for sure.
For sure.
man.
We had
Sorry
so
it
much
took
fun
so
with
long
you.
to get this done, man. It was.
Oh,
No
not at all,
worries.
dude.
No worries, buddy. No
Not at
worries,
all.
buddy.
I'll show you guys the next construction project I just took on. Actually, next time we talk, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Show
Yeah,
us.
that'd be really cool.
And
I mean, that's something
and
I'd
wanna
be
see your-
interested in.
And we want to see your car YouTube channel. I think you guys should
I'm gonna
start
actually, I
car
promise you some videos. I'll send you some videos.
Yes.
I'll send you some nice shots.
Nice,
My
nice.
buddy has a 2018 M4 GTS.
Wow.
He's downstairs right now. He wants to race. I feel bad. I literally have double the horsepower, so I might just go fuck with him for a bit.
Yeah.
I'll send you some videos. you
Dude,
know?
that is insane.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Dude, I would love to come and film that down in Canada. But anyways,
But yeah,
guys,
on
I
that
think
note,
on that
we're
note,
out. Thanks so much for
we're
listening.
done.
Subscribe so that we can bring you more stories like this and just more interesting people.